Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. I'm currently working on a new project. I'm using this flower pattern to make quite a long cardigan. This piece is my back panel. Look how beautiful. I've added beads into it. It's really giving me like lacy wedding vibes. I'm here to show you how to make this pattern today. And I don't want to just give you a pattern to follow. I really want you to understand this pattern. There's no sewing involved. It literally is a bottom up pattern. If you'd like for me to do a video on me making the actual cardigan in itself or a jumper, drop in the comments below and let me know. I think I'm going to make a few different things with this pattern itself. Before we get into it, I want to explain to you how the pattern works. So I've put here row 1 2 1 2 and it continues 1 2 1 2 1 2. The reason I've split it into 2 rows by 2 rows is because you're going to have your desired number of flowers at the bottom. So I've gone with 5. In your next row, you're going to have 1 less flower. So I've got 4 in the next row. The following row, we're going to go back to 5. Following row, we're going to go back to 4. So you'll always have 1 flower less on the next row. With the pattern itself, we work this way, then we go up, then we're going to work this way, then we're going to go up, then we're going to work that way. So it literally is a snake pattern. And then we go like that. We are going to have to come back and complete the left row. Once you've completed the length of your piece, you're going to take your piece and you're going to work down like this. Because you see every first flower on every row, it's going to be incomplete. I know that may not make any sense, but I'm going to explain that to you in more detail. Let's get into it. Also, as you can see here, every petal, excluding the first and the last flowers, has to be connected to something. So you see these little dots that I've put here, these are connected. With the pattern in itself, it is made using the standard chain, crochet chain, and triple crochets. If I give you a little bit of a close-up, chain 6, 3 triple crochets, chain 6 back down. The center is made up of 9 chains, and the flowers, the petals are worked onto the chain. 9 in the center. So we're going to start off just by securing our yarn. Like, I just tend to twist it like this. I'm going to go ahead and chain 9. I'm going to slip stitch into the first chain, or single crochet like I just did. Chain 6. 3 triple crochet. A triple crochet is 1, 2, into the center, pull through 2, pull through 2. We need 2 more of those. And now you're going to pull through everything. Chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Back into the center. And just single crochet. We need 4 petals, and the 5th needs to be partially complete. And I'll explain that to you when I've made the remaining 4 petals or 3 petals. I am going to just pull my work around the center space as well. 4, 6. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now look, I've got 4 petals and the 5th is partial because I'm not going to go down and chain 6 and complete this petal. We're going to leave it incomplete. I'm now going to do 15 chains. Why 15? Because we're going to start making our next flower that goes right here. The reason we need 15 chains is because 9 for the center and this 6 here. We're going to end up making a petal here and the center of the next flower. So chain 15. Now, I'm going to throw the work behind because I need to add a petal, make a petal to this, and I can't do that backwards. So I'm going to count 6 chains down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So in the 7th one, I'm going to go ahead and slip stitch. Chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now I'm going to go back to this piece here, and I'm going to start to make this petal. So I'm going to pull through like this, and I'm going to go straight into 2 triple crochets. I tend to do 2 for this petal. So you see here I've got 3 triple crochets and I've got the chain 6 going up. Now I'm going to pull through everything. Can you see that? Now obviously this is sideways because it needs to be like this. So now I'm going to chain 6 because I need to get from here to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I'm going to single crochet back into the base. Now I'm going to start the second petal. Chain 6, 3 triple crochet, and pull through everything. Now let's take a step back and look at this. So I've got 4 petals, the 5th one's incomplete, and I've started the next flower, but I need to connect that petal to that petal. Take my crochet hook, stick it through the center of that petal, put it through my incomplete petal, pull it through. Now I need to get from here to here and carry on working around this flower. Chain 6, single crochet, we're going to make petal number 3, pull through everything, just going to pull it down, single crochet, so I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 petals. Now I need to make the 5th, which is obviously going to be incomplete again. So I'm going to do the triple crochets, just give you a overview of what I've got so far. And I'm going to chain 15 because I need to start the 3rd flower now. So I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to throw my work behind like that and count 6 chains down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Go into the 7th, slip stitch. That's the center of my 3rd flower. Chain 6. Go into the right at the end of that petal and start working my petal. And pull through everything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single crochet to get back down to the base. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now we need to connect this petal to this petal. So put hook through, pull through like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And single crochet like that. So you kind of get the idea of what I'm doing here for the first row. I'm going to go ahead and complete like 4.5 flowers. Then I'm going to come back and show you what to do next. Right, I've got 5 flowers, or 3 flowers and 2 partially incomplete at the moment. We're now going to work this way to the left. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm going to just go ahead and complete this flower. This is my 6th petal. So I'm going to chain 6. I'm going to single crochet. Now we're going to go back and complete these flowers. First flower is always going to be incomplete or missing petals. That's why when we finish this, we're going to flip it around and work downwards. So what am I going to do from here? Well, I've got this incomplete petal. All of these petals are incomplete, right? So after I've done my 6th petal, I'm going to do chain 6 and complete this petal. And you see this join, it's not great. So we're going to go ahead and consolidate the join by slip stitching the 2 petals together stronger. Chain 6, single crochet. Obviously we've got 5 petals here from the previous row. We need to add the 6th. Sixth petal. Can you see that? We're now completing this first row. So I'm going to carry on adding the 6th petal and chaining 6 to get from here to here, petal, chain 6 to get from here to here, chain 6 to get from here to here, petal, and I'm going to meet you when I get back to the first flower. Because when we get to the first flower, we're going to go ahead and start row 2. So I've got onto the first petal. Obviously I've chained 6 and connected back. What I'm going to do now is do an incomplete petal. That's the 6th one. And I'm going to bring my diagram back and I want to show you what we're going to do next. We need, so put this upside down. So we've got 5 flowers, we now need 4. But can you see how the second row's almost shifted a little bit to the right? So what we need to do is we need to make this flower from here. Yes, we're going to go ahead and chain 15. Throw your work back again. You're going to have to throw your work back at the start of every single flower. 6. Go in the 7th chain, slip stitch, chain 6, connect a petal, get from here to here, chain 6. Single crochet, stop the next petal. Now, this petal needs to be connected somewhere. So let's look at this. If I place this petal down logically, and this is why I want you to understand it, each petal inside your actual piece needs to be connected to a petal. So we're going to go in between these two petals here, that join that we made, and we're going to connect that petal like that. This flower ends up shifting over just like we need it to. Chain 6 to go back in. Start your next petal. This is petal 3. If I put it down, where does it naturally connect? To the top of this one. So, of course I'm going to connect it. Chain 6. Connect back. Another petal. This one's going to be the incomplete one. So now, if I just unhook and take a step back there, look, I can't join that petal to here. That just doesn't make sense. So I now need to start making the next flower. So I'm going to have a flower here, and a flower here. Those are my 4 flowers. So again, I shall chain 15. Throw the work back. Start the petal. Pull through everything. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Finish the petal. Start another petal. And this needs to be connected somewhere. So where does that naturally fall? Right there. So connect it. Chain 6. Next petal. That needs to be connected there, in between these 2 flowers. Single crochet. making the next petal. Where do we connect that? To this petal. Chain 6, single crochet. So I've got 4 petals. Yes, I need to make a 5th one. That petal, I can't connect it like that. So I need to now start the next flower. Right there. So I will chain 15 again. I will put a flower here and a flower here. And then I'm going to come back and show you what to do next, because this flower is going to have 5 petals. And this one's 6 because we can work around it, right? Because we need to go back up this way. But I do want to tell you what we do here when we come back around. So do stay tuned. So I'm here now. I'm going to finish the missing 6th petal on this flower. And when I get to here, we need to branch back out here, because the next row is going to be 5 flowers, not 4 flowers. So when I get to here, or like here, I'm going to come and tell you what to do next. Because I've ended up completing this row going back this way, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4 petals here in the first flower of the second row. Guys, I'm kind of going to take us back to school here. Do you guys remember ever being given those tests where it was kind of like, guess what pattern is missing, guess what number is missing, and you had to work out patterns? I want you to look at this piece as a pattern. So look, we now need to replicate this row on top of here. And if you make any mistakes, you end up making a flower too early or too late, that's not a problem. Take it apart and start it again. But look at this. I now need a flower to fall right here in this space. So logically, I've got, look, 1 petal here, 1 petal here. So I've already got 1 petal there. I need another petal here. But I'm here, so I now need to make another 2 petals. I'm going to stop on the 6th petal. Petal number 5. What? Single crochet. This is my 6th petal. And you may end up with a row where you can only fit 3 petals in on the first flower. That's fine. I'm not going to complete this petal though, because if I complete it, I've got no way of coming back up. So we're going to leave this petal incomplete. We do have 6 petals on here though. Now I'm going to chain 16, because look. So I'll have a petal going like that, and that exactly replicates the first row here. Throw the work back. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Start that. Finish that petal. Now we're going to start the second petal. 4, 5, 6. I don't know where I'm going to connect this yet. So I'm just going to finish the second petal. Not finish it, partially. Finish it and then work out what I'm going to do next. So look, if I connect that with that, that replicates this flower to a T. Look, you see that? So that's exactly what I'm going to do, like that. So I've got 2 there, look. Got 2 petals there, look. So I'm now going to go back here. But again, let's look at this from a logical perspective. What do we do now? I can't make a petal and connect it to there. It's not going to work. So I now need to make a petal here and probably start this flower here. There. Can you see that? So this flower's coming along, but we don't have a choice but to leave it incomplete now. Let's now start the next flower and start to work on this. So 15 chains. 3, 4. Throw the work back. The beauty of this piece is, if you do it wrong, you're gonna find out like ASAP, because your petals are just not gonna line up. And I'm not gonna lie, this pattern, when my mum taught me, it took me 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It took me quite a long time to get my head around it, and I completely understood it when I put pen to paper, 4, 5, 6, and drew out a diagram, because I am dyslexic and I understand things in patterns. So let's work out where we're going to connect this now. So look, if I look at this row, well, clearly that needs to connect there. So I'm going to put my hook through. I'm going to secure join, hook that right through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And connect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Start the next petal. And we're going to have 5 as expected. So look here, naturally that falls down and connects right there. Single crochet. Petal 4. Again, use this as a guide. Naturally, well, that connected to that, that's going to connect there. Two, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is my 5th petal. We are going to go ahead and repeat the same pattern for the next 3 flowers. So we need 1 here, 1 here, and 1 here. And again, we're lining this row up with this row here. I'm going to go ahead and put this flower and this flower in. Then I'm going to come back and show you how to put this flower in. So now I've completed my 4th, or partial of my 4th flower. And as you can see, I need to put the 5th one on here. But we don't have many petals to join the fifth flower too. So I'm going to go back here. Yes, we're going to put in 1, 2, 3, 4, petal number 5. And we're going to start a flower. I'm going to throw that back as always. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And 7th chain. Slip stitch. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go ahead and complete this petal. 1, 2, 3, 3, 4, 5, 6. Single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, if I flip that back around, let's have a look at where this petal naturally sits. Again, line it up with the previous row. Let me just move that up. We line it up with the previous row. That fits there, doesn't it? Look. You can really see the pattern coming along now. And if you've made it this far into the video, I certainly hope that you understand what I've explained. And if you are going to go ahead and replicate this pattern, can you drop in the comments below and tell me what it is that you're going to make with this pattern? Going to go ahead and do the 6 petals right at the end here in this motif. I'm going to go across here, make sure that there's 6 petals, 6 petals, 6 petals, 6 petals, and then when we get to here, we get inside here, we need to go ahead and replicate this previous row here now. So I am going to go ahead and complete that, and I'm going to come back here. I'm going to flip this around and show you how to complete all of these unfinished petals next. So we've now completed 1, 2, 3 rows, and we need to replicate this row on top of here next. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 flowers here. We need 4 in the next. So in order for me to replicate this flower here, I need to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I need to drop another petal in this here. 4, 5, 6. Before I carry on, I am going to just try and explain again why that is. So like, in order for this next flower to be in alignment with this one, we need to connect it to this petal here, right? And petal needs to finish right here. So we've got this much space to complete that flower in. Chain 15, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. We're going to do one flower here, one flower here, one flower here, and then one flower here. I'm going to go ahead and complete row 4 off camera because it is indeed a repetition of this row. I am really hoping that you followed me so far. Then when I come back, I'm going to show you what to do here on the left next. So I've now completed the 4 flowers on the top row. So I've got 4 rows in total. Row 1, 2, row 1, 2. Just for purposes of demo, I'm going to stop here and I'm going to complete downwards. This bit is kind of self-explanatory. We're literally going to complete all of the incomplete flowers. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We need 6 petals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in each flower. So this is my 6th one right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And again, I'm gonna join this petal to this petal to really consolidate the join. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. How many petals do I have here? I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. So I need to add another 2 petals on this flower. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And now I'm going to join that petal to that petal properly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So we've got 6 petals on the next row. However, the chain 6 joint is missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Chain 6 to get from here to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So, and again, consolidate that. And what have we got on the last one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Again, that chain 6 is missing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So again, I'm going to just go ahead and secure there. And friends, that literally is how this pattern is made. I do hope that this wasn't too complicated with the way that I've explained it. Let me know in the comments your thoughts. If you've got any questions, what are you planning on making? Is there anything that you'd like for me to do a tutorial on using this pattern? One thing I will ask of you is, if you're attempting this pattern, you attempt it once, you don't get it, don't give up, please. Do it 2, 3, 4, 5 times until you get your head around the placement of the flowers. I kid you not, to watch my mum make this pattern a nice 4 or 5 times before my brain could even comprehend what to do, where to do it, and how to do it. So don't give up on it. But if you've made it this far, I thoroughly appreciate you being here with me. And please subscribe to my channel. And yeah, let me know your thoughts down below. Be safe, and up until next time, take care.